My people, I've always had a very special affection for old people. And you know that, right? I remember that when I was a child I was enchanted, seeing there in Formiga in the city where I was born, the old people who stayed there and playing cards. Making small talk, I kept looking and thinking, my God, when I grow up I want to be retired. In fact, I think it was the first project I had in life. It was to be retired. Old age brings us back wonderful rights, isn't it? I keep thinking. So much. So that youth is full of obligations. Just last week I was thinking, guys, how difficult it is that you're young. You have the right to get tired, don't you? The old man doesn't. He can get tired whenever he wants. He can lie down whenever he wants. He can lie down whenever he wants. You can sleep whenever you want. The worst thing is that someone will hit you on the back. We don't care. Mom is old, isn't she? We have such a heavy schedule that often we have no right to get sick, right? And what about old age? That time when we have the right to live this sweet uselessness. Because even though we become a smart old man, right? I'm very smart. That friend wanted it. That friend of yours, right? That friend of yours, right? That doesn't accept it. That doesn't accept it. That got old, right? There's that guy as much as we don't accept it. As much as we're a lively old man, I hope. We can't escape it. Sooner or later in life, we have to experience this disconcerting territory of uselessness. I know the word is heavy, but this is a natural movement of life. Losing your youth in some way means you also lose your usefulness. It is a natural consequence of the age that arrives when there is time left over. This comes upon us. Dust, right? When do we lose the skills and abilities of youth? We experience it. This uselessness that old age provides. But look on the bright side. I think we have to be optimistic. It's tiring. Being useful to someone is a very tiring thing. Is that right? It performs, humanly speaking. It's interesting that you know how to do things, but I believe that usefulness is a very dangerous territory, because we often think that the other person likes us. But no, he is interested in what we do for him. It's because that's what old age is, that time that its usefulness passes, and then all that remains is your meaning as a person. I think it's a moment that we purify, right? It's a moment in which we will have the opportunity to know who he truly loves us. Because he only loves us. He will only stay until the end. He who, after our usefulness, discovers our meaning. That's why I always ask God, you know? I always pray to him. Being able to grow old next to the people who love me. Those people who can provide me with peace of mind, right? Of being useless. But at the same time, without losing value. When I live that phase in life, right? I put Father Fabio in the sun. Take Father Fabio out of the sun. Take Father Fabio out of the sun. Then I always ask God for the grace of having someone to put me in the sun. But, above all, someone who will come and take it out later. Someone who knows how to accept my uselessness. Someone who looks for me like that. Who knows that if anyone knows that I'm no longer good for much, but I still have my value. That's life like this, folks. Be smart, okay? If you want to know if someone else really loves you, just identify whether they would be able to tolerate your uselessness. Want to know if you love someone? Ask yourself, who in this life can already become useless for you, without you feeling the desire to throw it away? This is how we discover the meaning of love. Only love allows us to care for others. End of life. The grace of being looked into the eyes. End of life. The grace of being looked into the eyes, and listening to what you say. You are good for nothing, but I don't know how to live if without you.